Hi. Hey. So you're back. Okay. Good. So you got Papa G, BSB, and Amelia, and you're like, hey Donnie. Hey, what's next, man? What do we got now? That was easy. I did that first try, man. Alright. Well, congratulations on the first part, first 3 splits. Those are tough ones to get through, but you should get it consistent because Shadows is no joke. Shadows is the one run killer for just about everyone. Pretty much everyone that I've ever seen do the 80% of this run had a one hit PB, one hit personal best, the best run they've ever done. They got hit once. It was on Shadows. So we're going to make our way there. I think this video we're going to cover Shadows and Rom. I think we'll do that, but we'll see. So we're going to continue. Remember, we just fought Amelia. We got Lawrence's skull. And we're booking it, man. We're heading to the forest, the woods, the scary place. So we're going to come down. We're going to go back through the opening and run back down the initial stairs that you were at. Now, something that I do just for this run, so we actually don't even need to worry about this now, but I'll still show it, is I grab those bloodshot eyeballs just for extra levels, and then I get the item that we just picked up here, which is the Bold Hunter's Marks, just so I have a little extra. That's all. This is not necessary. You really don't have to do it. But the difference in what I did now versus what you could do is we're going to show it right now. And you see how I went back to this lamp. Like, it kind of takes a lot of time. So this is a good demonstration of variation that you can add in your run. So you don't have to do exactly what I did. But if you were to start at this lamp, so if you got that shortcut that we opened, you pulled that lever before Amelia, this is the pathing that you will go to right here. So as you can see, this is open right here. This is where we pulled it. Those are the stairs that we went up. You would just do your levels, go back through here, wait for these guys to walk up. And I'm popping a lot of things. You don't have to do it now. You can do it later. I pick up those cold blood and I open this shortcut. Now that is something that you can do before you go to Amelia, after you went through that elevator and did, you know, all this stuff, got the doll set. You can go back to Cathedral Ward, then do your upgrades, go fight Amelia, run straight down those stairs, and that's where we'll be right now. I kind of prefer that method. I think I just switched it up just to kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I just switch things up just to switch them up. But if you watch my just regular all bosses run without the DLC or my any percent, I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. So you can do it one of two ways. You can do it how I did it or how I just explained. But anyways, we are at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab Madman's Knowledge. What Madman's Knowledge does is gives you more insight. So you see we have 7 now. And along in the Madman's Knowledge, they give you 1 insight per Madman's Knowledge. And then we just pick up. Let's see how many we picked up. So we got 1 here. So there's 2, there's 3. And then there's 4 here. Those are pretty much the only ones you really need to pick up. I think I was just being extra and picking up that last one, but you really don't have to. That guy's just going to get up. He's not going to do anything. Don't worry about that item that we just passed. That is just like a pebble, I think. And then this gem right here is very important. This is the last gem that we pick up for Shadows. That is your Lloyd's Swords Ring gem, where you get more damage added if your health is full, and you'll see later. Let's go back a little bit. And the item that we passed, so this is our gem. That right there is an antidote. You don't need that. You're never going to have to deal with any poison stuff in the any percent, so don't worry about it. We're going to go to the door. Fear the old blood is the password. Remember, if you did not get Lawrence's skull in the Amelia fight, you cannot open this door. So it's very, very important that you do that. That you cannot continue if you don't get that item. So once we open the door, this guy's dead. If you just push X on him, it says he's already dead, but he gives you a Madman's Knowledge. And then we just drop straight down. And we're going to drop just straight off the ledge. Let me go back. So this is the stairs. There's an alternate path that you can go to, like on the left, and just head down. I think this is it right here. But don't worry about that. If you just go straight off this ledge right here, you'll drop on this platform. You roll down, and you're going to get twin blood shards. So now we have our weapon already upgraded to a +2. We're going to pick up upgrade material here that will allow us to get to +6. Okay? Now, what I have equipped is the Molotovs and the cocktails. And I like to just chill here. There's a guy, as you can see, he just passes by with that torch. Just so he doesn't aggro, we're going to jump down. And we're going to get this lamp here. Very important lamp. Make sure you get it. And if I can go back. All right. If you see right here, this is what we're working towards. This is going to be our shortcut. We're going to get this shortcut and go back to the Hunter Stream to level up. But for now, we need to get all of our upgrade material. So we're going to go past this bridge. There's going to be a guy right here, Torch Boy. He'll never hit you. And the guy that shot this dude right here, you can run past him or you can kill him. I think in most cases I kill him, but in this run I ran past him. He's not very difficult to deal with, and you can just strafe him. But just if you don't kill him, just make sure you listen out just in case he tries to shoot you or whatever. And then we're gonna just, sorry, I keep going back, but I just want to show you. We're gonna run past this guy. This little wood part right here is actually a trap. So there's gonna be like a big swinging thing that's gonna come down with spikes that can hit you. But if you just run straight by it, you're fine. As you can see, it dropped right there. And then at that tree, we're gonna go inside here and throw a cocktail for this guy. And then we're gonna jump down, roll, lock on to the crawler, and throw a Molotov. It'll one-shot him. There are situations where you can get too close to him and he'll run, and then there will be crows over there. So just make sure that as you drop down, you roll, you lock on, and you throw the Molotov. Again, once you get this run done, like you keep doing more runs, you'll get the muscle memory down and you'll get more consistent, and it'll just be second nature. So that was more upgrade material. And then we're just going to turn around, go straight over like these flower things. That's kind of like a good reference point. And then we're just going to run down, make a left, and we're going to head up here. The way I know that I'm going the right way, is this on? Okay, let's put it like that. The way I know I'm going the right way, just when I first started, is if I see this red light here. You see that red light right here? If I see that, I know I'm going the right way. So just head towards that. And what we're going to do is we're going to kill these dogs in the cages. If you do not kill them, they will get freed. So you just need to make sure you kill them. Plus you get a good amount of echoes. I mean, you get like just over 2,000. And then we're going to head in here, grab our blue elixirs. Blue elixirs, when you use them, they kind of make your character transparent, I guess. And they make the enemies react slower to you. And I just equipped them. I dropped down, I did that drop animation to grab those bullets. And then through this house right here, there's beast blood pellets on the other side, but you can grab it through the wall. It's pretty cool. And what I have on equipped is Molotovs, and I have the blue elixirs. So we're going to use a blue elixir. This guy's going to creep around the corner. I don't know why he does that. We're going to run in this pathing right here around these guys, and we're going to make our way up here. Do not go here. This is like a pit with a lot of bullshit, so you don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to head all the way around. We have our blue elixirs on. Now, this swamp has got people hit a lot of times. There's dudes up there that throw shit at you. They throw like Molotovs and they're just crazy. Also, these enemies are really annoying. These are the ones from the beginning before the Papa G fight that can quick attack you. I came up with a cool strat that if you just Molotov this guy and go over to the right and jump, you can just go right over that little section and then you don't have to deal with them. This guy has never attacked me before, so it's really easy to get through there now. And we're just gonna kill this guy. He's kind of on a timer, so just, you know, go up to him, backstab him, and do your thing. Get him dead. We picked up the Twin Blood again for upgrade material, and he can also, the guy that you killed can also drop Twin Blood. So I just pick up his items. Most of the time he drops blood vials though. And then as you can see, let me just go back. So after we kill him, we pick up these items, we go straight across into this opening and we open this door. We get more blood cocktails right here. I got really confused here before when I first started because there's an opening there, like right here, that I went through. So don't go through there. Go back through the door that you were just in and then grab these items here, our upgrade materials. And then when we go out of here, we're going to go right and we're going to run straight through, all the way straight through. The cannon will always shoot over you as long as you're just running, and just keep going down. And we're going to go in this little area here, go to the right and drop down and through this opening at the bridge. Now, this dude right here, this mofo, Mr. Snakehead Boy, is really scary. If you guys have ever seen speedruns or anyone that does this run super fast, there's a strat that you can do where you can lock onto him. He'll start to do an attack, you dodge past him while unlocking, and it'll kind of like push your character away from him and you can run past him. I don't like him. If we just went through all three of these splits and we're headed to Shadows, I do not want to get hit. So I play it safe because Shadows is more important. So we're going to throw Molotovs at him just to kill him. You can also pick up throwing knives and kill him as well, like that. But I just throw some mollies at him, kill him. I pick up his item because he can drop a poison gem that you can sell for just extra echoes. And let me just go back. So after we kill him, he mainly drops blood vials though. So after that, we go up a little bit and hook a right. We go up this little ramp, go all the way. This item is more upgrade material. And then head back, make a right, and this is our elevator that we're gonna go up. And again, I like to pop things on elevator, get my stuff situated. And this is our door. This is where the lamp was. So that's our shortcut that we're gonna use. This antidote, you don't have to worry about that for the any %, but if you're gonna end up doing all bosses at this point, make sure you pick that up. And I equipped the Beast Blood pellets for the Shadows fight and the Bold Hunter's marks. Sent the elevator back up, and we're gonna go right. We're gonna drop. These are Cold Blood. You can pick them up if you want. I like to pick them up just in case. Mainly what I do is I pick up Cold Blood not just for the sake of having extra souls and oh my god, let me get super over leveled, because my levels are very specific. The main reason I do it is because when we get to Mikolash, I'm not very good at that fight, and we'll talk more about it when we get there. But the main reason is because there's a strat that was originally done where you can stand up on a ledge and you can shoot him with your gun. You can throw throwing knives and Molotovs. So I like to have those items for that specific purpose because they do more damage than your gun. And we'll talk more about it when we get there. So as we go down here, we're gonna get this item as we just did. We're gonna head down. This part was really confusing to me at first. So we're gonna head left and we're gonna go past these snakes. We're gonna grab this item and then we're gonna go down to the right of that path. and then go up next to this big tree. Gonna grab our item again, upgrade material. We're gonna hook right to where this little bonfire thing is. Get this upgrade material, and then we're gonna go back across the path and go back up. And right around this tree is our last upgrade material. Head back around that tree just so that snake doesn't come after you. This part should always be 100%. You should never get hit. Those snake things will never do anything to you. Just go get what you need and act like they're not even there. Like, don't even worry about them. But if you need to, go back. You can pause and kind of get mile markers for the video for yourself. But that pathing, it's not too bad to do. But once you get all your materials, you're gonna bold Hunter's Mark out, go back to Hunter's Dream, and this is when we're gonna upgrade. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to buy 8 bloodstone shards with your insight. So this, as you enter the Hunter's Dream, you're gonna go up and you're gonna make a left through this opening. This is your insight workshop, and we'll talk about more of the items that they have once they become available. But right now, you're able to buy bloodstone shards because you killed Amelia. These will not be available if you don't kill Amelia. The only thing that you'll need for this run that's available here is under this section here, and it's the blood cocktails. So just remember that after Amelia. So anyways, we're gonna buy 8. The way upgrading works in this game, I know you can't really see because of the splits, but you need 3, 5, and 8. So you need a total of 16. So that's why we do this. So we have a +0 weapon, just a base weapon. 3 shards will upgrade to +1. 5 will upgrade to +2, and then 8 will upgrade to +3. So we're gonna just use the 8, get our +3, and then the same with the twin blood shards, 3, 5, and 8. And so here we go. So we upgrade the weapon, we go to +6, we go down to the blood gem. So we're gonna change it. So now you can see we have 3 slots open because our weapon is getting more upgraded. I don't know the specific, you get this many at this point. I just know that at a +2, you can use 1 gem. At a +6, you can use 3. Somewhere in between, maybe you can use 2. We don't need to worry about that for this run. Just know +6, you get 3. +2, you get 1. So these are the gems that we picked up here. This was the one that we picked up before Old Yarnum, if you remember, before the wolf that was there when we opened the tomb. This one was right before we went to the door to get to the Forbidden Woods, and then this one was in the Papa G fight. This gem here is something that you get from Amelia. You don't need this gem. The only reason I pop it is most likely just to sell, just for a few echoes if you really need to, but you'll never need to use it ever. So as you can see, we have 3 slots. You can see the design, and they kind of fit in each of them. So 1, 2, red. That's how I remember them. So that's what we're gonna do. Put them bad boys on. Make sure you see this symbol right here. If you don't see this symbol, then you did something wrong. You didn't put the tempering 2 on. So just make sure you see that. So now, again, we're gonna kill the doll. You don't have to kill the doll, it just makes it faster to level up. So we get 27 strength, 21 skill. This is what you need for this strat to work. Just remember that. Just remember, 27, 21, strength, skill, okay? Easy peasy. And then we're done. We're gonna go back, and now we're gonna fight shadows. So we start back, we go through our shortcut. And remember, send this elevator back up. Do not just run, because you will die if you fall down. So I think at this point I was getting super serious. I turned the OSTs off that we were listening to, just so I can pay more attention to the fight. And we're just going to head down. We're going to drop. And we're just going to follow this path. The only thing you need to do is manage your stamina as best you can. So just make sure you watch my stamina. So you see it was full. Run past that guy. He's not going to do anything. And then just head straight down the path. And once you get to this point, full stamina. Run all the way through these snakes. These snakes have never hit me before. It looks scary, but you really don't have to worry about it. And then we're just gonna keep heading down the path. And right at this point right here. So when you see this, I use this as a marker. It kind of looks like a big Nutter Butter peanut thing with this light. This is where you're gonna run through. When I first started doing this rundown, I got so lost into where I needed to turn. So just use this as a mile marker. There's like a little lantern and a little peanut thing. And you're gonna just hook in there and jump down and jump down again. Now, remember what I said is that gem that you had on, the Tempering 2, it doesn't have any effect if your health isn't full. So when you jump down, you're gonna heal. As you see, it came up. I wait here for a second until this pig gets past this fire, because if you just immediately go, he can block you. He can be like right here and block you, and then he can do an attack and you can get hit. You don't want to get hit by this pig. If you get hit by this pig, it's going to be very sad, because then that means you have to do everything all over again, and it's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get back to this point, you know? So just play it safe. It takes a split second to just wait. And then we're going to head down to the left, and this is where the Shadows fight is. Now, this fight is very serious. If people have tried this game and they know, it seems almost impossible not to get hit by shadows for some people. So when the fight starts, what I like to do is I run in. I wait here for a second until Fireball Boy starts to cast, and then I run to the left. I do that every single time. And the main thing that we're trying to do is, if you see these the thick white parts, we're trying to get their health, the first one and the third one, down to around this point. So we want their health to be around here. So the first one and the third one. The third one is the Fireball guy. The first one is Mr. Katana Boy, who is I don't know, he's trying to do something crazy right here. Candlestick dude, we don't need to worry about right now. So basically what I do is just run around and you hit the Fireball guy. It is highly recommended that you claw grip in this fight. If you don't know what claw gripping is, go look it up on YouTube. There's a million videos on how to claw grip. This fight taught me how to claw grip. It forced me to do that, because you really want to run around and turn your camera at the same time to watch out for those fireballs. So pretty much you're just gonna go. I like to run this way. I like to run clockwise. I don't know why. It's just a preference for me, and I guess for most people. But the main goal that we're trying to do is we're trying to get this Katana dude, which you'll see in a little bit, do a specific attack that we can punish. So whenever there's openings that I see that you can hit the Fireball guy, I will go for that. But yeah, he's a melee boy sometimes, and you just got to be careful. But for the most part, he'll just try and shoot fireballs at you. So let's see if this guy does the attack. There it is. This attack, this rushing sweep attack that he does, this is the only attack that I parry. It is a personal preference. It is the most consistent for me. If you do this fight and you practice and you find something that works for you, that's great. It'll probably make the fight a little bit faster, but this is the only one that I go for. So we're gonna parry him, we're gonna dodge in, and we're gonna wait a second. Just wait a split second. Don't dodge in R1. Do not do that, because sometimes what'll happen is if you dodge in and do an immediate R1, you'll go straight through him and you won't get the riposte. So just make sure you wait just a split second. As you know, if you do a riposte, the animation has iframes, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. The only thing you need to worry about is the positioning of these guys. Just make sure that the fireball guy, just watch what he's doing, because a lot of cases people will get caught off guard and he will start to cast as your animation is canceling, and he'll catch you out of your iframes and hit you with the fireball because you either mistimed your roll or you're panic rolling or you're trying to get away. So just be careful. But as you can see, that dude tried to swing at me. He's crazy. And the main goal for this fight is to get their health down, 1 and 3, their health down to a similar part. The reason we leveled to 27 strength, 21 skill, and we put those gems on is because it works out perfectly. If you parry the katana guy 4 times, his health gets to the exact point that you need him to, and another attack will send him to phase 2. So if you're having trouble with the fireball guy and knowing where to get his health down, don't hit him for now, or you can hit him a little bit but kind of stop like where I am right now and work on the katana guy. So just keep going around trying to parry him, and by the 4th parry, the katana guy will have the exact amount of health that you need for the 3rd guy. So it's a good little marker. And you don't have to get it exactly the same. You can leave the fireball guy with a little bit more health. Like, don't risk going into phase 2, because then like you're either screwed, you're just gonna get destroyed by phase 2, or you're gonna have to mark out of the fight and do it all over again. So just be cautious with that. I know a lot of people have issues with getting early phase 2 and they don't know why. So that's pretty much a big reason. So we're working on them. This fight does take a little bit of time, you know, but it's rather to be safe than have to reset. Like, I always told myself, like, I always tell myself to be careful, because like I always say, do you want to fight Papa G again? Because Papa G for me used to be a huge reset point, and I think a lot of people have gotten destroyed by that fight as well. So just be careful. Another thing that you can do, and something that I do a lot, is kind of an AI manipulation, and I don't know if we have a good demonstration on it here, but what I'll do to get a safer hit on the fireball guy is, let's see if we can get something going, if I can give an example. But what I'll do is pretty much I'll run into them, kind of. I'll kind of like go close to them so that they do an attack, and that way they're doing an attack, so they're distracted while I go hit the fireball guy. So as you can see, their health, we've parried Katana Boy 4 times, and you see his health is absolutely perfect. You see Fireball Dude's health is a little bit more, but he is not really the main concern. You want his health around his health, but don't get it past like this point. There is also something that you could do where you can shoot him with a gun. You can maybe throw a throwing knife or 2 just to get it a little bit lower, but this is a perfect health right here. So if you get something around here, or if this guy's just a little bit more, don't worry about it. You're absolutely fine. It's mainly the first guy that we want to get down to this point, because he's the one we're going to take out first, and then we're going to work on this guy. So you see he doesn't have that much health, so you know, don't beat yourself up if it's not 100% perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get the, oh, there we go. Here, that's a good example. So what I did was, oh, okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to go to this back corner over here, and when we go to this corner back here, we want the katana guy to be well ahead of the candlestick boy, because those two will follow you. The fireball guy will never come down there, and his fireballs will never reach you in that area. So what I like to do is I'll run around and I'll try and get the candle guy distracted by doing an attack, and have the katana guy come over to me like ahead of time. So when I play this, you're gonna see what I mean by AI manipulation, how I run into the enemy a little bit so that he starts to do an attack, so that he is stuck there doing that attack animation. So as you can see right here, see how I just dodge in a little bit and he did an attack? And we wanted the katana guy to go in front of the candle dude. He didn't, so I was like, okay, we're just gonna be careful and we're gonna try and set it up again. So he does an attack and the katana guy is starting to come over to me. So as you can see, we ran to this corner. This guy's really far back. He will never come over to you. His fireballs will never reach you in this area. He is a little bit further back than the katana guy. And our main goal is to get the katana dude to do that sweep attack so that we can parry. And we're using a beast blood pellet as well. So as you can see, I lock on. If you're at a distance from him, that attack that he does, that sweep attack, is kind of like to close the gap and to kind of get him to come to you faster, and he tries to hit you. So in most cases he will do it. In some cases he won't, and you just have to prepare yourself for it. Again, make sure you practice and practice the fight, make save files. This is the fight out of every single run out of Bloodborne, DS3, DS2, DS1. This is the most practiced boss that I have. It's something that you can get caught off guard with a lot of things that happen in this fight. So I did something kind of scary, but I was more comfortable with it because, as you can see, he started to do the attack animation, but he didn't have a hitbox because I interrupted it and he never got to finish it. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock from him, because what's happening right now is he's transforming, and these two are going to start transforming as well to phase 2. So I unlock, but I watch this guy. I watch him because this is probably where people get caught off the most, because they're like, okay, I need to kill this guy as fast as I can, but they never watch this dude. And what he'll do is he'll shoot a fireball while you're distracted, and then you get caught off guard, you get hit with a fireball, and you're resetting. So I just watch him. And something that you can do also is that this guy, he's kind of weird because he'll transform, but he also has another thing where he buffs his weapon with fire. So if you hit him before he does that, after you hit him, he'll have a little time where he starts to buff his weapon, and you can focus on this guy. So you want to take him out because you have the beast meter, and you'll take him out really fast. So I missed him, unfortunately, and as you can see, he buffed his weapon. So I just say, okay, we're gonna go in, hit this guy once. So now we're in phase 2, okay? And this is probably the most case scenario. Like this type of situation is what you're gonna be in the most. If you're lucky, or not really lucky, but if you just get like a good positioning and you hit the one guy that I said that buffs his weapon, the candlestick boy, you can kill this one fast, and then you can kill him, and it's no problem. But this is probably the scenario you're going to be in the most. So the fireball guy, he gets another attack. He gets another attack. So he will do the same 3 fireballs, but now he has the added attack of he shoots fireballs in the air. So they'll go up and they'll slam down, and they have an AoE, and that's probably like one of the worst attacks ever. It's really annoying. Also, Candlestick Boy, along with his candlestick blowing skills, has ranged attacks, so he can do extended attacks with his weapon. So let's see what happens here. So as you can see, he's coming over here. Again, I go into him a little bit. That's the attack we want him to do. We want him to do that fire breath. And there you see Fireball Dude does a melee. I can't tell you when he's going to do it. It's just random. Sometimes he can do it in phase 1 as well, and it'll catch you off guard. Again, practice, make save files, and you'll get it. So we're just going to work on Fireball Dude. There's the one that he does where it has an AoE. So we're just going to kill him. Now, at this point, And I don't remember if it happened in this video or not, but it kind of looks like it won't. But this guy right here, this dude, when he's by himself, can do something really crazy, where he can actually bend down, put his hand on the ground, and summon snakes. And it's really, really annoying. So if you do get caught in that situation, as you can see, this is the progression for the next area, this fog gate right here where my mouse is. If you go to the right, it's kind of a safe spot. That's what I found, that's kind of a safe spot. If he's around this area, if he's over there, I'm not really sure. I can't really tell you. What you can do is you can practice, don't hit him, let him summon snakes, and see if you can find something consistent. But what I found is that you get one shot. You get one shot if he summons snakes. Try and close the distance as fast as you can so that he doesn't do it. But yeah, if he does, go to this corner over here. Watch him, make sure, because he can do an attack as well when you're going to that corner. And yeah, so I don't know, the snakes are just crazy. So he's not doing it, he's doing what he usually does, and he kind of just dodges away. And then once you lock onto him and you hit him once, he'll get into this loop cycle, and this is why we kill him last, because he will never attack you like this. Sometimes what he can do is he can do this quick backswing before you hit him, but that right there is pretty much how the fight is going to go most of the time. So now we're going to go out here. We're going to lock onto this little fly enemy. The most important thing about him is, since you're running through right now, watch your stamina, because you need full stamina to kill him in a full bar. If you don't, things can get a little messy, and you don't want to reset after you just no-hit shadows. So as you can see, I go here, I go past him a little bit, I lock on, my stamina's full, and we can kill him with all of our stamina, and that's it. To the left, there's Madman's Knowledge for insight, and we're gonna get this lamp and go back to Hunter Stream. I guess I'll do ROM for this next part. Okay, so at this point, let me just go back a little bit. So we level up. At this point, I'll either have 29 or 30 strength. I don't know why it's 29 or 30. It just happens to be like that. But 29 or 30 doesn't really make a difference. It's pretty much the same. Like that 1 point off is not really that big of a deal. So if you have 29 and you don't have 30, it's completely fine. Don't worry about it. But this is where things get different, kind of, a little bit, because for the any percent, you're gonna level your strength past 30. So all right, let me just kind of tell you, the skill for any percent is gonna go to 25. That's your cap for any percent. That's it, 25. Everything else goes to strength. By the end of the any percent, like when you get to nurse, wet nurse, you have between 40 to 43 strength. Okay, so just remember that. So when you see me leveling in this run in particular, I will remind you, but do not level your skill more than you need to. Reason for that is skill is what determines your visceral damage, your parry damage. And in the rest of this run, you don't really parry. You don't parry anything. Like, you're just doing damage. So you don't want to have more skill and not more strength, because you want damage output, right? You don't want parry output. So just remember that. But at this particular point before ROM, everything's the same. Completely the same. Level 30, that's it. You're good to go. Let's do it. So, yep, so we're done. We're just leveling up. Also, a reason why I level up here is because if I mess up on the fight, as you'll see, I'll get to it a little more. I'll use a hunter's mark, not a bold hunter's mark, a hunter's mark equivalent to a dark sign, which gets rid of all of your souls, echoes, whatever, brings them to 0, so that I don't use a bold hunter's mark. And I'm not really losing that many souls. I mean, 68k is a little, you know, it's decent, but it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, we just had a lot more than this, and we just used them all. So, that's just a little thing. So, for this part right here, this is a strat that I came up with. If you stand behind this root right here and lock on and shoot this guy, he can never touch you behind this. And you just extend your weapon. As you can see how he did this little, like, he'd like walk forward a little bit. That's when it's safe to attack. Just like that. But I just shot him because I was like, what is he doing? So you see he's being weird. There we go. See how you move forward like that? So just hit him and get back. Extend your weapon, R1 him. Hit him, he's dead. Same thing for this guy. As they both approach, you can do a charged R2. Extended charge R2. Sometimes they'll jump. So just stand behind that root and they'll never do anything. And what I'm doing right now is I'm watching, because this fly right here can sometimes come over to you. It's pretty rare that he'll actually come over to you, to be honest. Like, this is probably one of the only times I've ever seen that. And then you can run straight through. For this part, you can use a blue elixir. For the 80%, I'd actually recommend it. So use a blue elixir and run through here. But for the all bosses, I need my blue elixirs, and there's a specific part that I started using one for, just through testing that made it safer, and we'll go over that later, of course. This item, you don't have to pick it up. I just do it because you're kind of just down here just chilling. As you can see, what I did when I came through here is I went up the stairs a little bit and then I came back down. What that does is it aggroes the NPC to start their pathing, and what she'll do is she'll walk down the stairs like to the bottom and then walk back up, and she'll just go stand in a corner and face the wall, and that's all she does. So you have time to pick that up. If you want, you sell it for upgrade material. If not, you don't have to worry about it. And then we're just gonna stand under the stairs, and as you see, as I was standing under the stairs, I put my fire paper and my beast blood pellet on to get ready for this next fight. So we're just gonna wait. She's crazy. She is a crazy NPC. She can do what's called a Call of Beyond, where she shoots these like magic things out of her, and it homes, and it's really bad, and it's very hard to dodge. So just be careful. Don't rush that. And then once she goes up the stairs, you're free to go up this ladder here to get the key to open the door to Rom. And she won't move, so you don't have to worry about her. So you don't have to worry about sneaking anymore. So here's your key, and you're just going to drop straight down. And then we're going to go through this door here. This is Willem. If you just talk to him, push X on him, he gives you 2 insight, which is good. Heal to full. Remember, we have that gem on, so full health. Okay, so this is Rom. She is passive in phase 1, which is this phase right now. So we just go in, we shoot her, and she has, I believe, 10 spiders, if I counted them right before. And they're not too bad to deal with. Just don't get greedy. Go in for openings. That dive bomb attack can kill them in 1 hit, and then if you do a rolling L1, it kills them in 1 hit as well. But if you just do an R1, it kills them in 2 hits. So just watch them. They can kind of trick you. They can kind of bait you. So just make sure if you see 2 like lined up against each other, you're just careful. That side jump attack that he just did, he jumps to the side and then jumps forward. They have the dive bomb. They can spit stuff at you, and they can shoot stuff out of their butt as well. So just be careful. You know, remember all of the stuff that you just did, and if you get to 0 hits at this point, you don't want to mess up. So you see how I didn't go for that because it just looks sketchy, and I'm being a little risky boy. What'll happen is that if you try to go for one and another one's close by, they'll both be passive, and then as soon as you go for that one, the one that's close by will do an attack, and they kind of bait you that way. So just be careful. You're just going around and killing them. The side jump to the forward jump, 2 R1s. Always hit them on the side. Try not to go behind them, because remember, they can shoot stuff out of their butt. I didn't go for that one because Rom is right there. Okay, man, this is a lot of narration, a lot of stuff to go over. Okay, so Rom is passive. Remember, she'll never attack you. So what we're gonna do is, as you can see, after we kill this spider, we're gonna take our weapon off, and we're gonna get our beast blood pellets out. We're gonna pop our pellet, and we're gonna hit her with our fist on her head. What this does is it safely allows you to build your beast meter so that you get the maximum damage you can. Also, another thing to remember for this fight is that there's invisible walls, so it's at first it's kind of safe to just check where those are, just so that you make sure that she doesn't back up against one. What I do is I kind of spin her, so I kind of turn as I do, as I hit her, so that I see that she's just standing in the same spot. Once your meter's full, you're gonna bring your weapon back out, buff it with fire paper. Hold on. Okay, we are gonna buff with fire paper, and we're gonna go to this side, so her right side, and we're gonna R1 L1, and then we're gonna untransform our weapon again, and then we're gonna go kind of to like her back side right here, like where her back left leg would be, pretty much, of her million legs, and we're gonna do 3 R1s. And this right here is pretty much the best RNG you can get, and it's kind of sad that I didn't get the normal RNG, but if you go watch my other videos, I'm sure she did the normal RNG. But basically how this fight goes is you do 3 R1s, and as you're doing the third one, she'll start spinning around and start to disappear like she's gonna teleport. But if you get this type of RG where she backs up, and you hit her, she won't teleport immediately. So as you can see right there, see, she's doing that. Let me go back. So pretty much after that third one, this is what's gonna happen. So act like that hit that I just did was the third one, and you see she starts spinning around. After you do that hit, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold R2, you're gonna charge it up, and boom, hit her. The reason we have our buff, which is not 100% necessary, but it helps, and our full beast meter, is to stagger her out of that cycling. If she cycles out of it, in her next phase, what'll happen is she will start to do attacks. So she'll do ranged attacks, where she'll drop like these crystals on you, and you have to dodge them. There's double the amount of spiders, and it's awful to deal with. If her health isn't too much, then you can just throw Molotovs at her and kill her that way. That's like the best backup strat to have. If not, something that you can do is you can mark out and do the fight again. You'll have beast blood pellets, but you won't have fire paper, but you can still do the same strat. But unfortunately, we got the good RNG, and I was just able to kill her, so I wasn't able to show you exactly what happens. But for the most part, this is how we do it. So R1 L1, don't worry about this, don't worry about this, don't worry about all this. So 1 2. So okay, so after the R1 L1, act like this is the attacks, and the last one that I do is the third attack that I do. So that one right there, we're gonna charge it up, boom. And then what we do is we go kind of close to her head, on this side. So we're on her left side now. We get our stamina back, not really full, because you don't really have time for that, but just full enough. And what you're gonna do is 3 R1s and an L1 as she's spinning, and that should kill her. And again, like I said, if she has a little bit of health, once she teleports, you can throw a Molotov at her and kill her that way. And then I'm just putting items on for the next section that we will go over in the next part, because I think this part is done. find this lady. She's there somewhere. You just gotta find her, and you will get teleported to the next area. So we're gonna go over the next area in part 3, which will be One Reborn, and we'll probably do One Reborn, Mikolash, and Nurse all in one go. So I will see you guys in the next part. Good luck with everything. Remember, if you have any questions or there's something that you want me to go over or answer in the comments, just let me know and I will be sure to do that. Also remember, I do stream live on twitch.tv. I'm sure my link will be down in the description. You can always come into my Twitch. You can ask me questions. Whatever you need to help you with this run, I can always help you with. So until next time, good luck, happy run. Make sure you do the thing and you pay attention to what you're doing and learn from your mistakes. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Take care.